now have Tropical Storm Danny.
Yeah, we're going to dissect it for you tonight. Where's it heading? The timeline? Is it going to be anything? Yeah, we're talking about it next on Cantore and Steele.
The impacts, the intensity. Could Danny bring some surprises to the East Coast?
All right, hi everyone, and welcome in. We are on Danny Watch tonight on Weather Center. So,
is that all we're on tonight? Just making sure.
I know, we're all a little woo. Wait, so I have a question. Come Friday or Saturday, where do you think you'll be in Atlanta, Georgia?
No.
Where do you think you'll be?
I think I'll be at the Chatham Bars Inn.
I was just going to say, you're going to be on the Cape.
Wait, let me rephrase. I hope that I will be at the Chatham Bars Inn.
Yeah, you'll be at the Motel 6 down the street.
There you go.
But you think you'll be in the Cope?
Yeah, you know what we're doing? Here's what we're doing. Tonight, here's what we're talking about today. Okay, if this thing looks like it's going to be a formidable hurricane, obviously they're making preps on Friday in New England. So it's time to head up there Thursday to get, a heads up on that. But if it stays as weak as it is, and these are going to be minimal impacts, maybe we'll leave on Friday. So.
All right, so we'll know. And, the man to know, of course, our hurricane expert waiting in the wings, waiting for Jim to trot on over.
Yeah, this is one of our new shots here. I hope you like this. Brad, nice job with this, by the way, Brad.
I know, it really looks beautiful.
We need a Brad cam. So I'll get up and I'll walk over to Dr. Steve, who's... Steve, you ever heard that song, One is the Loneliest Number?
I sure do.
But you know what, we're gonna join you now. All right. As we look at this thing tonight in the satellite picture, our viewers have been watching this for a lot of the evening and obviously checking up on Danny because it could be a big deal. Do you think this will be a hurricane by the time it gets close to New England?
Well, the way it's looking right now, it may not quite make it to hurricane strength, but it could be a strong tropical storm, and the official forecast is to hurricane strength.
Exactly. I was just going to say that. But, I mean, what is going to favor this thing strengthening in time, and when do you think that may occur?
Well, it's going to be the upper level outflow from a trough. It's going to come and pick it up and move it toward the northeast. That's the thing. When we look at it right now tonight, it's not showing any signs of strengthening. Center's somewhere in there. We can't really find it very well. And the good news for the Bahamas is no wind is blowing there. It's only 6 to 8 miles per hour. And that's going to be the story for the next 24 to 36 hours as it bypasses that area.
Do you think the low-level circulation is well enough established that even if we lose that tomorrow, that we couldn't see something redevelop under the convection?
Well, we may lose the core center of circulation, the tight center, but we're not going to lose the overall low-pressure center. That'll stay there and move to the north. Maybe sort of a subtropical-like system by the time it gets up there, but it's still going to be pretty potent wind event, at least 30 or 40 miles per hour probably for New England.
So for our viewers at home, if you're watching this, to see this develop, if I'm hearing you right, we're really going to have to see thunderstorms develop near the center of circulation from what is now almost a convectionless center.
That's correct. For something to have a tight center to become a hurricane. We could still have a pretty strong tropical storm move up the East Coast.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that out in the Lyons Den coming up next, so stick around. Well, we're going to play out the scenarios for you and obviously keep an eye on what we've got. How far west does it track? How far east does it track? And what are these worst case and best case scenarios coming up and through here? But right now, again, not much to really revel about.
It's great news. Looking sick. We like to see it that way.
We like to see that, but
close to land.
You go back, you look at July 23rd, you look at what's happened this summer with the wet summer. It's almost like it's New England's destiny to get something.
We actually find that many years when one area gets hit, it'll get hit more than once, especially in New England.
Especially as we get into late August and September where these patterns kind of set up and lock in for a while. Guys, that's it. We're going to talk more about this in just a few minutes. Obviously, as we take you to the Tropical Roundtable, let's go to Detroit right now. We'll go to Motown, take a look at what is